How much do you earn one day?
After finish selling, I can get benefit of 5,000 francs.
Do you go to school?
No.
No, because he has to work. Why you cannot go to school? Anyway, you are very good at the singing.
You are Alpha and Omega.
You wear Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. This is Mickey Mouse. Agana madada. Agana madada. Agana madada. 7 years ago, there was an attack on a village by armed forces in this area and about 70 civilians were killed. The Democratic Republic of Congo, located in the center of the African continent. It is the second largest country in Africa, with an area about 4 times the size of France. Blessed with vast nature and abundant natural resources, Congo has suffered from poverty and conflict. Since 1998, the conflict in eastern Congo has claimed more than 6 million victims. Various armed groups emerged during the conflict and continue to operate to this day. It is estimated that there are more than 100 armed groups in eastern Congo. My Japanese channel has often covered Congo's history and conflicts. Some of these videos have been viewed hundreds of thousands of times. However, I had never set foot in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The most major reason for this is the lack of safety. The eastern part of the DRC is one of the areas where security is at the worst level in the world. In September 2023, I was finally able to travel to eastern Congo and finally set foot in the region. In this video, I accompany Terra Renaissance, a Japanese aid organization, and report on the actual situation in the eastern Congo. This video was originally produced in Japanese. An English voiceover was added later. Now we have come to a place on the outskirts of the city of Uvira, where the Japanese aid organization Terra Renaissance is providing humanitarian assistance. Here about 320 Congolese are receiving technical training to learn how to make cobblestones provided by Terra Renaissance. In this part of Congo where I am now, there have been massacres in the past. A few years ago there was a civil war and many people were forced to leave their homes or died. There are many people affected by floods as well as conflicts in recent years due to climate change. There's been a lot of rain in this part of Congo and many people have lost their homes due to flooding. They are being trained in skills to learn how to make cobblestones. In the city of Uvira, where I am now, the roads are not paved and are very bad. In order for them to be trained and to be able to earn money by working to repair such roads, Terra Renaissance provides technical training in learning how to make cobblestones. What kind of activities do you do here?
We are now in a place called Uvira in Congo. Uvira is still affected by the conflict. In addition to the intermittent conflicts, the coronavirus pandemic began in 2020, causing many people to lose their jobs. In addition, the region has frequently been hit by floods. Women and the economically poor are particularly vulnerable due to the conflict, COVID-19, and floods. So we are training them in the skill of making cobblestones so that they can regain a normal life. Our goal is to enable them to make a living by making and selling cobblestones and earning an income. In this city, the infrastructure is broken here and there due to the conflict. So we want them to rebuild their lives by working to make cobblestones.
How is your training here?
Mimi mafunzo yangu hapa donc nilikuwa siyo kutengeneza pave. Ukatuletea information na mpaka hivi tunakuwa formé.
You can change your life with this training.
Avec maendeleo ya nchi, bashaleta hizo project tena naweza defendre na mimi kanisaidia.
Anyway, you are very good at the singing. You like music?
Yeah, yes.
Do you like music?
Yeah.
Do you play something?
Yeah, tunapiga guitar mo.
Yes, I play guitar.
Oh, really?
Piano.
Oh, piano.
Oh,
you
drama.
Thank you.
Dramas, okay.
Yeah.
So Congolese people love music very much.
You are Alpha and Omega. We worship you, my Lord. You are worthy to be praised.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. He's very good singer.
It's a very happy. Maybe it's just here, but Congolese people love to take pictures. I took pictures with about 100 people.
Hakuna Matata. Terra Renaissance. Terra Renaissance.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci aussi.
Merci. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. よくわかんないけど、ノリがめちゃめちゃいいですね。I think this is my first time to drink beer in Congo.
It is completely dark now. I'm going to try a local Congolese beer. It is a black beer named Amstelbock. Now let's drink it. I drank it thinking it was a black beer, so I thought it would be quite bitter, but it was very easy to drink. Finally, after a long day, the first day of my stay in Congo is coming to an end. I will go to bed soon. Congo is a country where the tropical disease malaria is very common. 10% of all malaria deaths worldwide occur in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Malaria is also very prevalent in the eastern Congo, where I am now. As is usual in Africa, I sleep with mosquito nets. To prevent the mosquito net from coming off while sleeping, the mosquito net is pushed to the side of the bed before going to sleep. Just to be safe, I take malaria prophylaxis, so I probably will not get malaria. But even if you take prophylaxis, you can still get malaria if you are bitten by a large number of mosquitoes. See you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Today we will be traveling over the next 7 to 8 hours on some pretty bad roads to Bukavu, the capital of the province of South Kivu, the largest city in the eastern Congo. On the way to Bukavu, we will be passing through a place where kidnappings by armed forces often occur. So I am honestly very worried. I will listen carefully to the local people and pray for safety on the way to Bukavu. Have there been kidnappings by armed forces along the way?
Yes, conflicts are still going on all over this area. Armed groups have attacked villages and kidnapped people in this area. Before coming to Eastern Congo, we have been collecting local security information. We have confirmed that there have been no recent attacks or kidnappings by armed groups, so we cannot say that we are 100% safe, but we will be moving toward Bukavu today.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ今日もよろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
The place where we are running now may seem peaceful if you just look at the scenery outside, but if you go a little further into the mountains, you will find armed militias lurking around, and sometimes there are fights between armed forces in the mountains. 7 years ago, there was an attack on a village by armed forces in this area, and about 70 civilians were killed. There will soon be a memorial to that.
In this area, the conflict is still going on, and some armed groups are still active. If a member of an armed group spots a foreigner in a car with a camera, he may contact another member who is miles away, and the armed group may ambush and attack the cameraman.
Uvira から1時間半ぐらいですかね、かけて北の方向に向かってやってきました。
It was a very difficult trip. The roads were very bad. I get car sick very easily, so I took some anti-sickness medicine along the way and managed to get through it. In the past, this area has experienced flash floods during heavy rains that have washed away the homes of local people. Natural disasters such as floods and torrential rains are frequent in this region. Terra Renaissance, which I am accompanying now, is also doing support activities in this area, and I will have a look at their activities. Compared to other areas, this area where we are now seems relatively safe. Has it happened in the recent years that heavy rains have caused flash floods that have washed away the homes of local people? Has it increased recently?
There was a pretty big flood in April 2020 that affected about 70,000 people. Since then, flooding has occurred every year.
Are the houses of the local people more vulnerable to damage because they are fragile?
Yes, it is a part of reason. The area does not have adequate infrastructure and there are no facilities for rainwater to drain away.
Is the infrastructure fragile because the government is not functioning due to the effects of the conflict?
There have been occasional attacks by armed groups in the area. Therefore, there are places and times when aid agencies such as ours are not allowed to enter for security reasons. As a result, development has not progressed and infrastructure is fragile. In addition to these circumstances, and I think this is partly due to climate change, there have been many floods recently due to heavy rains. The scale of damage caused by recent floods has been large, affecting tens of thousands of people who have been displaced.
As you can see from the video, the area we are in is very poor economically. Behind me is a solar panel. As you can see, the solar panel is connected to the store to generate electricity. It seems that sunlight is collected during the day and electricity is generated by these solar panels to supply electricity to this store.
I think they pay some money here and they can charge here.
This is a charging spot. This area is very poor and some people do not have electricity in their homes. They come here to charge their cell phones and other devices.
This is a charge telephone shop. Charge telephone shop. Oh, okay.
And he sells pocket, and some
なんかケーブルとかスマホのカバーとか持ってますね。If I charge my telephone for 30 minutes or for 1 hour, how much?
$0.2.
$0.2 for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. What is this?
Kalanga.
Karanga.
Kalanga.
This is like peanuts. How much?
500
500 franc.
Congo franc.
How much do you earn one day?
It dependent of customers. After finish selling, I can get benefit of 5,000 francs.
Do you go to school?
No.
No. Because he has to work. Why you cannot go to school?
He miss a uniform and notebook.
He can't buy uniform and book. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Let me buy this one.
Yes.
Merci. Yeah.
What you see in the video now is the canal that Terra Renaissance built. When heavy rains occurred in the area, there was a muddy stream coming from the mountains, shown in the background of the screen. The area did not have adequate infrastructure, and there were no waterways to drain the muddy water. When heavy rains fell, muddy water flowed down this road with great force, swamping the homes of many local people and causing them to lose their lives. The construction of this channel by Terra Renaissance has allowed water to flow through it, which the locals say has greatly reduced flood damage.
From where I am now to the mountains, we built a canal about 1 mile long. There is a large river in the direction behind me, and when it rains heavily and muddy water flows from the mountains, it drains through this channel. Because of the conflict in the region, many people are out of work and economically poor. Therefore, instead of using large equipment when constructing the canal, we hired local people to work on it. Our goal was to have them build the infrastructure of their own town by themselves.
What is he doing? He's changing tire?
Yeah, he's changing tire.
Because the road is very bad.
Very bad, yeah.
The driver is changing the tires on our car because the roads are incredibly bad. One tire has already broken. The road is hardly paved and has large holes in some places, so that damaged the tires, and now the driver is replacing the tires with new ones. What kind of facility is this?
It is a facility that enables women who do not have jobs living in the area, or internally displaced people affected by conflict or natural disasters. Many people in the area have cows, so we are training them in skills to produce milk and make cheese. It has been 5 years since we started the project, and now the women who received our support are independent and running their own businesses in this facility. In this area, there had long been a conflict between cattle herders, who came mainly from outside Rwanda and Burundi, and the local people who had originally lived in the area. We started this project because we thought that if the locals bought milk from the cow herds and used it to make dairy products, we could improve the relationship between the two groups.
How is your business here?
Tunapoteza vitu inaharibika, maziwa inaharibika juu hakuna baridi. She says the business is okay, a little bit fine. They have a lot of customers. There is a big demand for milk, but then they have a challenge. One challenge is that they lack a transportation, and the milk comes from very far. So by the time the milk arrives here, some milk has gone bad, some is good.
Okay.
Yeah, so they lose a lot of milk due to transportation. Okay. And also when the cows has no grass, so as you see even now, I think the grass is very little, so the milk is very little, yet the demand is very high.
How much is her income 1 month?
Kwa mwezi unaweza kupata kama pesa ngapi kwa mwezi?
Kutokana na gisi banauza. Kama banauza mzuri najikuta kwa mwezi.
It depends on the sales. Yeah, when the season is very good, when they have enough milk and customers are coming, they can sell up to $300. The season is low, no milk, then they can get $150 profit.
Okay. Do you like your work?
Kazi yako naipenda?
Naipenda. Ndio.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Karibu.
Ça va? Asante sana. Hakuna matata. You wear Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. This is Mickey Mouse. Ça va?
Everyone is fetching water. There is a water supply connected to a well.
How are you? You are fine. Oh, you speak English. Hakuna matata.
Tufundishe chochokani.
Hakuna matata.
Hakuna madada.
Hakuna matata.
Hakuna madada.
Hakuna matata.
Hakuna madada.
Hakuna matata. Can I introduce you on my video?
Okay.
This is Rogers, a staff of Terra Renaissance.
Hi. My name is Roger, project administrator to Terra Renaissance,
Okay.
dear Congo.
Dear Congo.
Yeah.
And this time he helps me translate
Yeah.
from English to local language.
I make effort to help Kanta.
Yes.
We are together.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Merci.
ここが今テラレネッサンスの支援によって作られた橋ですね。
In addition to the construction of the bridge, a revetment has also been constructed. As you can see, the earthen wall is about to collapse on the other side. But now that this revetment work has been done, the muddy water can flow under the bridge without problems when flooding occurs. However, it seems that the locals dump a lot of garbage here. Thus, pigs and chickens are scavenging the garbage, and the environment is very unsanitary. It seems that mosquitoes have been spreading from here, and malaria and typhoid fever have been spreading. The Terra Renaissance staff is working on a plan to solve this problem in the future.
ということで、今回はコンゴのウビラという町からブカブに移動する途中にですね。
We see the activities of Terra Renaissance, a Japanese aid organization, and the lives of the local people. In my next video, I will report on the road to Bukavu and the life of the local people. So please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. Thank you for watching to the end. See you in the next video.